How are you all doing? It's the morning time. Just made everyone breakfast. Big boy, chocolate spread on toast. I'm a grown up and it's my day off. I can do whatever I want. How is that going? The day off? I was sat down with Noodle watching telly, just watching random stuff on the VR Chat YouTube channel. And he says to me, Dad, what are you going to do when you go back to work? I'm like, no! I'm not allowed to think of that right now. I can't. Which is funny because I was told, don't talk with your mouth full through. I was told, get all the work done for today, so I'm not like uber stressing out about it. And I said no. The ultimate test is going to be, we've got like one thing left to do, I think. One thing that needs to be done. I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to see like how bad I'm rocking backwards and forwards at the end of the day. I don't know what to do. And in case anyone's curious, 5 hours 25, that's not bad. This is just a quick minor thought about the sleep thing. Both of my boys are up mega early too. They're going to turn out like me, where they just don't sleep at all. They already don't sleep. I was kind of hoping they'd get a lay in today. They sleep like, when it's school days, they're asleep all the time. Not school day, they're like, yeah, school! Oh, fucking yeah! And that's not what I want. Go do the other way. Other way. But it's weird, because their mum could sleep on a bed of nails on fire covered in snakes. No problem. I just had a minor freak out. So I just realised it's like, us gnawing on the button. I was like, where have I put my phone? Where have I put my phone? I've done all this stuff. I've sorted out the kids and all that. What time is it? Realised after doing the start of the vlog, I was like, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Oh my God. I've got all these alarms set to go off at like, 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Where's the phone? I'm going to end up disturbing everyone. No. Scramble around, don't panic. I found it, which has led to my first time burner of the day. I guess, I burn time all the time anyway, but this is what people do on the day off. Well, obviously not panic running around looking for damn phones, but burn time. It's not particularly relaxing at this point. Looks where I'm having the day off. Loads of my lot are like, yeah, let's get stuff done. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna put this on the TV. I'm just going into servant mode. It's just something to do. Got Noodle set up for his gaming session. I don't know if I can do this. I just said to Stewie, the one who's just started streaming, you go, oh mate, it's time, good luck with your stuff, man. And I was like, no, I'm taking a day off, it's doing me in. He's like, oh yeah, must totally do you in, having to like do all this stuff even on days when you're not motivated and all that. And I'm like, no, the day off is doing me in. I keep looking at my watch and at the clock, and it's like, yeah, I've still got time. I can still just sit there and just. It's just routine. It's routine. I've built the last 13 years on routine, and I'm used to doing all the other little bits as well, like doing the washing and the dishes and the stuff for the kids and stuff. But just like the other stuff, the routine they were the bits for me. So I can't. Don't do it. Stop looking. Okay, I've had to do it. I've just had to come outside. It's 10 o'clock. So the routine is now broken. 10:01. That made me late. I mean, I'm late. This just seems really weird to people. It's just the routine's been put in place so I can get stuff done. So that I'm not constantly running around after other people. That's why it's there. Because if not, I just find myself running around for other people constantly. It's not even like strictly a work ethic. It's just the route. It's just there so I can get things done. So I feel bad because now I'm not doing things for other people, but then I'm not doing things for myself. So I actually feel physically sick. Hey, just taking the dog out for a walk. Just my reward, I guess. Oh mate, it looks like I had a delivery whilst I was out with the doggo too. My day off's getting better. This is going to help me with the serious chill out factor of the day. Why? It's a pair of IEMs. A pair of IEMs? They're IEMs. These are by a company called KZ, and they did a crossover with a dude named Critical. And I quite like KZ IEMs. IEMs are in-ear monitors. They're basically just kind of nice earphones, like in-ears, like earbuds or whatever. I have stacks of KZ IEMs. I've always wanted a good pair of IEMs, but IEMs are usually really, really, really expensive. Then the Chi-Fi stuff started coming out at decent prices, like the KZ stuff, but they're kind of bass and treble heavy, which is great depending on what you listen to, but if you want to listen to some more kind of chilled grooves, it doesn't really work out all that well. Critical's got together with KZ and made a cheap pair of reasonably tuned KZ IEMs, so they're not as lively from what I understand. So the pairs that I normally use would be fantastic for like metal and all that kind of stuff, because they've got a nice bass boost, they get a bit of treble boost, metal's usually scooped anyway, so oh mate, well chuffed. I'm basically going to probably spend the rest of my day listening to music. These are the other KZs I've got. I got those ones first. Those were a spare pair. And then those were a higher end pair. And then this was the last pair I bought for reasons I'm not entirely sure. But like most of these, so one of the things I like about IEMs is that you can change the cables out too. So if you ever have like a pair of earbuds that you break the cable on, you can change the cable so these can all be pulled off. Because when you actually buy IEMs like these, they don't actually have the cable attached. You have to attach that as well. So you can buy them with and without microphones, like no mic, microphone, I think. I can't. One of these has got microphones on. The Critical things I haven't got a microphone on either. But these definitely have more bass than the Critical ones. I was told I probably won't like the Critical tuning if I like these, but to be honest with you, I'm not an audiophile. A lot of people think I am, because I have a lot of different pairs of headphones and earbuds and stuff like that, or in-ears. But, man, it's not the truth. I'm not. I promise. See, I'm just not a gear snob. I grew up with cassette tapes. Cassette tapes, Walkmans, the dodgy on-ear things that came with many devices. Fisher-Price, my first tape deck kind of grooves. Frankly, I don't care what you listen to or how you listen to it, as long as you enjoy your tunes. If you said to me, because I've got high-res music, I've got FLACs, I've got tons of MP3s, I don't mind streaming. I could reach for probably £1,000 worth of headphones from just where I'm sat right there now. Actually, hang on, should we play the game? What can I reach for? Let's see, DT770 Pros, Apple AirPods Max, Bose QC35-2s, Sennheiser HD600s, there's a pair of 560Ss over there, House O'Malley Positive Vibration 2s. Where have the 598CSs gone? I'm a bit of a Sennheiser whore, I will throw that out there, but like, and then I've got the KZ stuff. So some of that stuff's like, you know, going all the way from say 500, 300, 150, you know, like 100, then there's another pair there that's like 50, you can get them for like 20 when they're on sale and that. Like, and then the KZs are anywhere between like 20 and 50. I don't care what you listen to. Like, if you said to me, all I can have is MP3s on a SanDisk Clip Sport going through a pair of, they're called jellies. I can't remember, who is it that does the jellies? J something. They're like £5 like earbuds. If that's all you've got, fantastic. Like if you're on a desert island, if someone said to me, right, desert island, you can have a high-end digital audio player, a DAP, which I've got a couple of middle of the road ones, right? Or, and you've got like FLACs on them, but you can only have like, I don't know, 20 albums or 100 albums, or you can have 500 albums with some lower end gear. I'll take the 500 albums, man. Like, I'll take it. I don't care. Just let me listen to my tunes. If that's the only option I've got, I'm going to go for it. And I think most people should too. But I don't like, just quickly, I don't like earphones with the squidgies that go into your ears, because they're not cool for me. I have a few pairs of wireless earbuds too that do the same groove, but they kind of lock in. You push them right in and they stick in quite well, but I generally don't like stuff like this unless it goes over and into the ear, because then even if it falls out, it's still hanging on your ear. These, whether it be the Zex Pros, which are the Krins, or any of the others, or like are they K-Bears, KB-Ears, K-Bears, whatever, or any other like cheapy hi-fi stuff, most of that stuff is going to sound better than a pair of like Apple earbuds, or like some cheap 20 quid over ears or whatever. But if that's all you got, fantastic. I wouldn't mind listening to, a dodgy old cassette. I mean, man, I grew up listening to cassette tapes, and one of my favourites was by Crab Society North. It's the Crab Society North demo, and I think it's something like 60 songs or 30. I think it's something like 60 songs in 15 minutes or something like that, something crazy. And it's practically recorded on a Fisher-Price My First tape deck. Like, it's just a wall of noise, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm not that much of an audio snob. But these are alright. If anyone wants a pair of in-ears and on the cheaps, go for it. Try them. I've been recommending the Krins without actually trying them, just because I know that I have a lot of friends that are into their hardcore music, but then sometimes they don't like the bass to be over accentuated. So these might be the groove for them. They don't like the bass and the boost of the bass. I've just gone and rambled on for 5 minutes about in-ears that no one cares about. Try them. I'd like some Katos or something like that from Moondrop, or is it the Aria they do? But those, like, you're talking 100, 150 pounds, and I don't know, I'd rather have a nice big old beefy pair of over my head dealios at that point. Yeah, music time. See you in a bit. Day's getting even better. I'm just sat listening to tunes. I just had these dropped off. Fantastic. They're mine. The stress and the anxiety just seemed to, as the day has gone on. However, I did get to eat some fantastic pizza with the family. Lots of it. So I wonder how I managed to keep my amazing figure. And I watched a pretty rad film about an IoT device that was far cooler when it was disconnected from the tinterwebs than it was when it was. That's actually a good one for people these days. Realistically, I thought that was actually quite a solid story, considering I've been in a conversation today about how people slip in kind of interesting real world topics into films because they know that they're not palatable as documentaries, or like average Joe would tune out if they were a documentary, but whatever. As the day has gone on, as I say, the stress starts to come back and that, and it kind of dinged to me as to why I had such a hardcore routine, or I just remembered why I set up the routine to start with. It's just when you're self-employed, no one realistically respects your time. The short answer is no one really respects your time. I think I'll go into detail about it tomorrow. I'll go into detail why I believe that to be the case tomorrow. I've got one more day off, and just that stress curve is going up. But I have managed to go all day without touching a single thing that would normally be part of my groove, but that was kind of the point of the routine. Just as a short, the routine was for me to not only do what needed to be done, but to do what I wanted to do. And so by taking it away, not ideal. To wrap up, there is no such thing as a magical best of thing. The headphones. This goes to everything in life. There is no such thing as the best of something. There is always going to be a best in class, or a pretty solid device to do this, or a pretty solid way to do that. But there are always other things that could compare or be better in some areas than others. That's why I have so many different pairs of headphones. Some of them are good for classical, some of them are good for metal, some of them are good for dialogue. You know, there's no one thing that's good at absolutely everything. Maybe middle of the road at absolutely everything, but not, you know, so the good, best, or so. But find what works for you. Find it and go with it. Yeah, I am going to bed. I'm going to try and go to bed before I manage to pull what's left in the hair out. I mean, it'll be a bit difficult. Why do people do it to themselves? Day off, mate. Seriously, if we didn't have so much time off, we wouldn't all be so depressed. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, because we've got too much time to dwell. Hope you're well, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one.